Hello, Rosa Gear to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. In the previous episode, we completed Alleys and Gullies, or at least as far as we can complete it now. But in today's episode, and now it's slime time. Hooray for the contractually obligated Xenoblade reference.
There seems to be no sign of intelligence.
And now this jerk face is a big jerk. So, I remember this guy giving me the biggest trouble in the world when I was a kid. And I don't know why. He's not very hard. So you want to keep firing your laser until he gets all tiny and stuff like that, and then he'll go back to the trash can. But now he'll get all big and stuff. Ooh. So the big thing that always threw me off when I was a kid was that I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that you had to use your spin attack to deflect the slime that he throws at you, or the garbage, or whatever he's supposed to be doing. So I can never wrap my head around that, and I'd always die from this like a bazillion times, and it was not a very pleasant experience at all. But nowadays I can complete this pretty easily, so I don't mean to brag, but I can totally beat this game made for 6-year-olds. I gotta say that I'm having a little bit of trouble in this phase. A detail I really like is that all the garbage in the trash can kind of forms into a face when he's like stuck in the trash can again. So that's something that's pretty amusing. Alright, let's get back over here. And go like that. Spin, spin, spin. Come on, come on. Owie. Owie. How dare you, Mr. Slime Monster? That is not a socially acceptable way to hurt somebody. Is there a socially acceptable way to hurt somebody? What am I trying to say? I remember when my sister and I were kids, we used to try to see if we can have the monster grow big enough to be taller than the building. But like, we were little kids at the time and we didn't comprehend the fact that the size was going to be consistent throughout like everything. Also, that texture on the bottom is very distracting. It's not fully rendered in frame. Alright. And this is the final phase, so we're going to get the green laser now. Though, you'd think this would make it easier on us, but let's waste it all! Whee! I always like doing this. It's so stupid, because this is supposed to make the boss easier, but I just like making life harder on myself. So, yeah, we're going to do this normally, because we feel like, again, this boss fight isn't real that hard. So we're going to do that, come on, let's go with that. Now, I'm not entirely sure what they were going with for this guy, but I kind of get like a surfer vibe because, like, I don't know. He has like kind of like a surfer body build or something like that, and the thing he throws at you kind of make me think of like beach balls or something, and there's like surfer music playing in the background, so I think that's where they were going with this. But it's still a pretty interesting thing. We are almost deceased now. That is not a good sign. Normally I could beat this super easy, but I guess we're gonna have a little bit of trouble with this one for a change. Oh, we're dead. How effective is a charging spin on this? I'm curious about that. Let's go. That is not effective at all. Wow, that was not my smartest move in the world. All right, let's go. Why am I having so much trouble with this? Why am I having so much trouble with this? I can beat this in less than a minute normally. Come on, be deceased, be destroyed, slime monster. Also, were you on top of that trash can thing? Because that was kind of cool. You looked a little taller before, but now I know why, because you're on top of the thing. Alright, go there, you're in the pattern now. Come on, come on, chameleon. You're coming, girl. You're coming, girl. Come on, yay!
Infinity and beyond.
That took way longer than it should have.
Okay, here's our chance. Ready, set, go! Go! on, drop! Go! Drop! Go! Ah, that went well.
That's gotta be one of my favorite moments in the entire Toy Story series. So, we're gonna play through this boss fight again, just for the fun of it, because I do have to talk about that cutscene for a moment, because I have a lot of fun memories with it. That is like one of my favorite moments in the entire Toy Story series. It is so good, like, it seems like it's a bit of a running trend in movies where, like, all the toys and stuff like that kind of cause, like, traffic problems, which is, like, always really funny. What I really like about that one, though, is that my family and I have, like, a bit of a running gag where we're just absolutely convinced that it gets closer and closer to... This is a cool camera angle. Oh my goodness, you are up close and personal. I've never seen that before. Man, I'm just seeing a lot of this stuff in this game. But yeah, my family and I were always convinced that it would get closer and closer to Mr. Potato every single time that we watched it, and someday they could get crushed. Last couple times we were all like super panicky because like it actually touched the cone. It's just one of those Mandela effect things where like we're convinced that it gets closer and closer every single time. And like I always watched this movie like on repeat when I was a kid, so we had a lot of chances to do that. And it sounds like they have a lot of chances to do that now too, because my baby niece is also like super obsessed with the Toy Story movies now, which is definitely a good sign because this is easily one of the best movies of all time. And now we defeat the super easy boss fight twice in a row. Yay! I was hoping the camera angle would look a little different there. Well, we can't win them all. Anywho, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Toy Story 2. We don't want to save the game! Go away! Thank you all so much for watching this episode. Next time we're going to Hostel Burden. Until next time, I adhere to you. Oh yeah.